Hey everybody, it's James Vagley here, and welcome to another episode of the MBA podcast. And it's another great day. It's episode 217. And in this episode, I want to talk about something called partner cheat code. And, you know, the fact is, a lot of those coffees and lunches are a waste of time. And I want you to do this instead. Now, the problem is, it's probably not you, but it is 100% what you do. So let's get right into it and get into one of the biggest subjects and one of the most important subjects in business and mortgage broking, and it's key partners, referral partners. And the truth is that most brokers don't have true referral partners, right? They just have a lot of people that they know, right? It's great to have a whole bunch of people that you know, real estate agents and accountants and planners and so on. It's great to have a whole bunch of people you know, 20, 30, 40 different people in your network. And all of these coffee meetings and lunches and stuff are great, but they can be a complete waste of time if you don't do this. And it's a very specific requirement that you've got to do. And so I'd like to, I guess, challenge all of our listeners that if you don't have just 3 or 4 key referral partners, just 3 or 4, not 30, 3 or 4 referral partners who are each sending you at least one lead a week each, and you're writing at least $5 million a month from these referrals directly, then you are 100% doing referral partners wrong. And you're probably wasting a whole bunch of time and energy and maybe money. So I'd like to give you some insights in this podcast as to how to make it work properly and how to do this with success. We've helped dozens of people do this with our Accelerate Key Partners and other referral programs and frameworks that we teach brokers. So, my story with mortgage broking and referral partners, when I started as a mortgage broker, I had nothing. I had no referral partners, no leads, no nothing. I was experienced in writing loans because I had come from a banking background, but I hadn't, I was living in Melbourne at the time and I was new to Melbourne. So I hadn't grown up there, knew nobody. I just moved to town and I started as a mortgage broker. And lucky for me, I joined a business, a mortgage business that had a bit of I guess, foothold in Melbourne with a particular referral partner, a property investing group. And so I got an initial foot in the door to that community. And it was just that, it was a foot in the door, right? Where I could go and attend some seminars and make myself available. But it wasn't until I started to do some of the things that I'm going to share in this episode that actually started to work. Just because you have a potential partner or a potential opportunity doesn't mean they're just going to start sending you business. And my experience coaching lots of other mortgage brokers with referral partners is pretty similar, right? We've helped lots of people go from nothing, not knowing anybody, to signing up key referral partners and getting leads within 30 days. And I've seen lots of others work with partners for years and get nothing out of it, right? And it's what I'm going to share in these insights is the difference between things working and things being a waste of time. So I'm pretty sure that you're interested in having partners that send you leads and not wasting time and money. So let's get into it. Have a quick sip of water and we'll get into some insights. So I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say straight away. There's an objection and I want to clear it up straight away. And it's that all professionals already know a whole bunch of brokers already. I can't go and approach an accountant or a real estate agent, financial planner, you name it, because they all already have relationships with brokers. Now, that is complete nonsense. Not every real estate agent or financial planner or accountant knows or has a mortgage broker. In fact, in Australia, for example, there's around 16 or 17,000 mortgage brokers. There's a lot more real estate agents. There's a lot more financial planners. There's a lot more accountants. There's not a one-for-one. So there's not a chance that every one of these professionals has a mortgage broker. So the other thing, so that's number one, is that they don't all have connections. Now, if they do, doesn't bother me because unfortunately, a lot of brokers are pretty hopeless at managing and communicating with and delivering for referral partners. So this might sound a little bit arrogant, but it's kind of true, and it's what we teach our members. And I've seen it happen in that I or our clients could win over almost any potential partner or referral person from another broker, right? Or multiple brokers with the insights that I'm going to give you in the rest of this podcast. And of course, the stuff we teach in our programs. Usually with just one or two simple questions, I would be able to win over a potential partner that already uses other mortgage brokers. It's not that hard because I know that most brokers are not communicating, they're not serving, they're not specializing, and they're not turning up different, right? So it's not hard. So you need to learn how to do this stuff. I'm going to give you a few more insights in the rest of this episode. So before I said this concept right at the start of the episode that it's not you. That's the good news, right? It's not you, but it is 100% what you do. So I hear this a lot sometimes where, we're trying everything and we're knocking on doors and we're maybe getting rejected from partners, or the partner's not playing ball, they're not sending leads, etc., etc. I've heard all the excuses under the sun and all the scenarios under the sun as well. And, sometimes it's easy for brokers to think, oh, it must be me. They might just not like me. That's why they're not sending me business, right? The good news, of course, is it's not personal. It's not you. But it's always what you do. So let me dive into that in more detail, right? So if you're in the situation where you've got partners or you don't have partners, maybe you're not getting traction, right? You're not getting traction with referral partners. Maybe you're struggling to get your foot in the door. Maybe you've had some meetings, but they're not sending you any business, right? You're not getting traction. Then, well, the bad news, it's good news and bad news, but it's not them, it's you. Like you're the one that's doing something wrong. Okay, sometimes it might be them in rare cases, but if you're not getting traction with partners, then it's what you're doing. It is you, not you personally, but it's what you're doing. So it's how you show up, right? The way you are showing up in those interactions and what you say is causing you to not get the results that you want. So what's happening when you don't get traction, you're not showing up the right way? Well, the potential partner or the current partner, essentially, they don't value you. This is what's happening. They don't value you. They don't trust you. They don't understand why referring their clients to you is important. They don't feel that referring to you is going to positively reflect on them and their business. And what's going to happen is that their business and their life is going to take priority and you're going to just fall to the bottom of the list. So that's why if we are struggling to get traction, it's because they don't trust us, they don't value us, they don't think we can deliver, or you've got these relationships and they're not referring, it's because their business and life is prioritized over you. Either in any of those cases, it's what you're doing that causes those results. So the good news, of course, is you can change it if you know how. So this is kind of why most brokers don't really ever get traction with referral partners. Like they either get no referrals or at best they're ad hoc. So remember at the start, I said if you're not getting weekly referrals from a key partner, that's just somebody you know and are probably wasting time and money on, right? A key partner and a referral partner should be sending you deals every single week. And that's why most brokers don't get traction and at best get referrals ad hoc, is because that they haven't done what I'm going to share in just a moment. So let's talk about how coffees and meetings are a waste of time and you should do this instead. So what is this? Well, it comes down to, I guess, 6 core things. And the first thing is you need to take the lead. You need to take a strong lead with your referral partners. So there's a few things I've got to say. When it comes to taking the lead, number one, you need to be assessing them, not trying to impress them. People want to work with people that are at or above their level. If you come in begging for business and acting like you need it, you'll never get it, right? So you've got to take the lead and assess why you should work with them and not the other way around. So you've also got to understand and be clear from the moment you step in the door, or even before you step in the door, you got to know what you want. What do you want? Who do you want? Like, you need to have an agenda and an outcome in mind, and you've got to be prepared to walk away. If you don't understand what you want and why you're there and what you want to get out of it, then you're just going to meander around a conversation and coffee and have a good time and get nothing from it. So you've got to take the lead. Second, you've got to start to educate them. So you need to educate your partner. They need to understand and be really clear about how you can help them, who you can help, why this benefits them as a partner and their clients, and they need to know how to refer. Like, a lot of brokers don't spend enough time educating their partners on these things. And that's why they don't send anyone your way, because they don't really know what you stand for, who you help, how I'm supposed to refer. You're just a broker, right? And that's not good enough. So you've got to educate and do this consistently. Third one, promise. So you've got to make a promise to them. So you've got to have a very clear promise and a very clear process that you are working towards. So if you can't sit with a key partner or a potential referral partner and give them clarity about exactly what your offer is, what your process is, what your client experience is, how you're going to update them through the process, how you're going to communicate with them, they don't value you, they don't trust you, they're not going to send you any business. So you've got to make clear promises. Number 4, probably one of the ones people forget is, well, we've got to ask. We've got to ask for the business and we've got to get an agreement. So if we're getting along with someone, we've set the frame, this is looking like someone that's willing to play ball, then we don't just hope for the best. We actually ask for an immediate referral within the first week, and we get an agreement on joint goals. Who's going to do what? And if you don't get an agreement or you don't get that partner following through, then you're probably just going to have to move on, because not every referral partner, they're not all equal, right? Some will get it, some will step up, and others will just get their life and their business will always take priority, and they'll never be a good referrer. You need to find your 3 or 4 key gold, platinum status referrers that get it. So you've got to start by asking and getting an agreement. Last 2. One is deliver. Well, I mean, you've actually got to be able to deliver. So did they send you that referral? You wow the client, you wow the referrer, and you have a system and a mechanism to ensuring that that client gets a wow experience, and you also wow the referrer through the delivery, through the clarity, the communication, the updates, and all that sort of stuff. So you absolutely have to deliver if you're going to want to get repeat business and further embed yourself as a key referral partner in their business. And then the last one is system, right? So we're going to, it's great to have a referral partner. It's great to lead them and educate, and we're putting in all this effort, promising, asking, and yeah, we're doing the right thing, right? So many brokers have done parts of this, but they just don't have a robust system that's installed to extract referrals. Like, there needs to be a process in your referral partner's business to send you leads regularly. Like, this is, the end step really for a key partner, is to embed ourselves in their standard process and practice so that they refer every person they speak to us. So that takes time. You've got to earn that trust, and you've got to earn that right and respect. But when you get to that point, that's when you can see consistent flood of leads coming into your business every single week, maybe even every single day. So that's kind of what we need to do. Like, when we think about partners and the cheat code, just summarize, like the coffees, the meetings, the networking, most of it's a waste of time if you don't step up and lead, educate, make a clear promise, actually ask for the business, drive that conversation, and really deliver. So, I've seen this time and time again. Most brokers, they're well-meaning and they're just hoping to get something, and it just doesn't work. The more you step up and the more you lead a referral partner, the more they will want to work with you, and the more referrals and business you will get. Kind of counterintuitive, but it works. If you want to really nail key partnerships in your business, then again, knock on our door. We've got a specific program just for this, along with all the resources you need, whether you're new in this space or you're very advanced and really want to get traction with some key partners. We can help you do it smarter. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode on getting partners to refer more. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. I've had fun with this one. So until then, as always, stay cool and go get them. So bye for now.